Good morning to another daily dose of destiny. We are in the Business Athlete Series. Welcome on behalf of Ann Sieg and Brian Cummings and all of us here, faculty and staff of the E-Commerce Business School. We're comparing the attributes of athletes to a business athlete. Someone that is in business must have that internal fortitude to succeed. Most businesses fail, is the bottom sad story. But having said that, they don't have to, and your business doesn't have to fail. You can fulfill your destiny as you move forward. So let's talk about another attribute today, and that would be simply practice. Athletes practice. They drill, the military drills, as we are commemorating D-Day, 75th anniversary of D-Day over the next couple days. June 6th is the official date. Think of what the soldiers went through in drilling and preparing for that invasion of Europe. Athletes prepare. They go to practice every day. And an attitude that you'll need to cultivate as a business person is that of practice. A lot of people come into business, they've gotten a paycheck, which is great. It's just not one's better or worse. It's just different. There's a different paradigm if you want to be in business. Hey, Beth, the paradigm in business is I'm responsible. But there's also a paradigm, there's also a way of thinking that I see many people that have worked for someone else their whole life, and they come into business, they don't have an athlete's mentality because they've gotten a paycheck steadily. Then they come into business and they expect to be good the first time they go out on the field. Well, soldiers don't do that. They go to boot camp. By the way, we have a boot camp starting up on Monday if you want to come to the E-Commerce Business School boot camp. It's joinebs.com/boot camp. Starts on Monday. But they come into a boot camp. They prepare. They learn. It's the same way with athletes. They go to practice, they drill, they develop fundamentals. And so many people coming out of the employee space into the entrepreneurial space expect us to step onto the field of battle or expect to step onto the field of play or the pitch. And the pitch is what the Commonwealth nations call what we call a soccer field. They call it a pitch. But anyway, having said all that, they expect to step onto their arena of business and be great. It's not good thinking, okay? To cultivate an attitude, no, I'm going to have to drill. I'm going to have to practice. I'm going to have to learn fundamentals. I'm going to have to go forward. Anytime I started a business, I started lots of businesses over the years. I'm not saying this should be your goal, but I want to give you a perspective here of what a business athlete thinks like that is successful. If I can go in and I can break even, if I can go in and learn something, that's what's so beautiful about e-commerce. It's easily doable. If I can go in and break even, so in other words, I put $1 in and I get $1 out and I'm learning, I'm practicing, I'm drilling, I'm understanding fundamentals, I'm learning the nuances of this company or this venue or this software tool, whatever it is. If I can break even, I've always been just thrilled. Ecstatic, because most of the time life doesn't work that way. Most of the time you have to put in a lot of money and you're way behind the 8 ball, kind of like traditional education, I guess, and then you have to catch up. With e-commerce you have to do that, but still you don't go in saying I'm going to put $1 and get $3 back the first time you walk onto the field, and you never practiced, you never went to practice, you never drilled, you never learned fundamentals. It's not rational thinking. So I appeal to you, if you're new to the e-commerce business school or even new to the entrepreneurial space, is readjust your thinking. You're not going to win right out of the gate. Now you can, but for the most part, if you could cultivate anything, break even is a huge win. And then I can work on better profit margins, better efficiency, better effectiveness, better sourcing, better use of my material, expanding into virtual assistants. So I'm on a soapbox today, but I tell you, when the Allies headed towards the shores of Normandy, it wasn't their first time that they did everything that they did, except for those that paid the cost of injury or life. But what they did is they practiced. That's what changed the world. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But are you practicing? Are you drilling? Are you realizing, you know what? This is great that I'm at least breaking even and I'm learning because I am developing the habits, the internal fortitude, and the efficiencies and the skills to change my destiny a day at a time. So on behalf of everybody here at the E-Commerce Business School, we're rooting for you, but come to practice too. Coach Kurt, are you have a great day? No, let's practice and make it one. Signing out.